Nice lush.
Put it on wood bullshit.
I don't even know what episode we're on now, but 4th of July, let's go. This is our 4th of July episode.
America.
Oh, say cat. I'm not going to sing the whole fucking. Oh, can you see? Please don't deport me.
USA, USA.
I've been teaching Lucy.
I'm America. America.
I teach Lucy Lewis. I don't know if you know Louis J. Gomez,
You
comedian.
know Lewis and Clark?
Oh yeah, well he's a good one. I taught so Louis J. Gomez, he always goes like the
Does he?
yeah, and like chants. And if you ever watch like a podcast where it's like a live podcast and Shane Gillis is on there, he always gets like fucking under Lewis's skin because he always has he always let that to make fun of him. But I taught that chant to Lucy. So I'll be like, USA, USA,
Back-to-back World War victories.
Hell yeah, boy. Let's go. You guys got any firework plans for the USA? 4th of July?
Yeah, I guess we kind of do. We usually
Yeah.
have a little show.
Okay.
Nothing too extravagant though.
Yeah. Not like
But
the
it's always nice and it's fun for the kids. It's fun for me too. Like
yeah.
it's not something you get to see all the time, like as far as fireworks goes, that is. And so it's fun to kind of like see the expressions of the kids as they like are wowed by it.
I like seeing both ends of like the spectrum of the kids that are like, wow, and then the kids that get scared shitless.
Yeah.
Like, ah! And they like run in, and it's like, all right, that's fun too.
There's always one kid that ends up burning themselves and like ruins it for who's ever kid that is, that parent.
Then Timmy has to grow up with like 3 fingers. Because their parent didn't care when he was playing with firecrackers, dude. You ever had a firecracker incident or heard of in your school or anything like that?
No,
Yeah.
actually. We've had close calls before, but
Yeah.
nobody's ever like lost
a
limb
finger?
or anything
Yeah.
like that.
I thought somebody, this was like a hearsay, this is like a myth, you hear. But I heard that somebody, like some kid blew his finger off of the fucking firecracker, which is funny. But I've never seen, we've had close calls where we'd had a dumbass who'd light a firecracker and then he'd like peek under. And it's like, is it fucking lit? And then boom, it's like, oh shit. That's definitely happened.
Those ones are always kind of the sketchy one.
Yeah.
But
That's why you send your dumb friend to go be like, just go check if it's lit. She go check that out.
we need a scene switcher.
Ah, shit. Already starting off bad.
Nah. But last year,
Just get your dumb friend to do it.
Last year, what we ended up doing, we made like a big, huge stand to put all the tubes in because it never fails. Those mortars that get shot off.
Oh, yeah,
Those
yeah.
the little tiny squares that they are supposed to sit on.
Mhm.
You ever shoot mortars off?
Not really.
Yeah, well, it's a
I've seen
small
them
little
done, yeah.
square with a big, huge tube, and then you throw the mortar down the tube, and then it launches it up.
Oh, okay.
It's not really a big enough stand or base,
Mm,
and that thing typically
just falls over.
can fall over if there's a
And it
slight
points
breeze.
right at you.
So those are the ones that are always like the close calls
Yeah.
that we come across. Is like you set a mortar off or start lighting the mortar, and then all of a sudden the breeze tips over the freaking stand. And you're like, dude.
Yeah, and then that's where the trouble comes in.
So we started screwing the mortar stands to like a platform or something
Oh, smart. Yeah, yeah.
so that they can't
Like a cardboard thing or what?
Mhm.
Like a wood thing?
wood.
Yeah, okay.
And we did enough of them to where like we would try and shoot like 6, 7 off of it at the same time.
6, 7.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's so ingrained in my head now. Even though I think it's stupid, I just notice it every time.
I don't
now.
until you say it.
Well, I like to share the suffering.
Yeah, it is definitely suffrage.
I don't even care at this point. It's just like, fuck it. Now it's just stuck in my head forever.
Yeah.
It's like with 69. Every time 69 comes up, a little giggle comes off in my head. It's like
that's different though.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. It's just a reaction. I can't help it. It's gonna happen. Whatever.
Okay. You're just saying like the reaction of
I'll notice
whatever it may be.
I will notice the 6 and 7 together forever.
Whether it's funny or stupid or whatever.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. It's not quite as iconic as 69.
Nah, 69 is the GOAT, dude. It just gets better as an adult.
69 is the GOAT.
Dude, as an adult, it just gets better. And you can actually do it in practice. Now, but I mean, going back to the fireworks, we haven't really. The biggest thing we've gotten fireworks is just the Roman candles.
Oh,
because
really?
they're so little. Yeah, I'm just like,
the one.
I don't want to fucking come out here and just, I don't know what I'm doing either. I might fucking.
You ought to just go up to some of these developments that are being newly being developed, and that doesn't have any houses, but they at least have either the concrete or the asphalt that's already poured. So anything that you shoot up in the air is just like there's.
Is that the trick? Is that the fucking?
I mean, that's
move?
That's the safe way of doing it for me. Last time that it wasn't last year or the year before, but the year before that, we went on over to my buddy who owns a gas station, and we went out to his gas station.
Oh, really? Right next to the pump.
Nope, a little further down. But yeah, now that dude, he grabbed a bunch.
We have
of
a space
big
next
ones.
to pump 18.
And then I got another buddy. He's an electrician. He owns his own business.
Oh yeah.
And oh well, shoot, you've been to it.
Yeah. I mean, the people have not.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
But as far as like going out to our buddy's place and seeing his, I mean, when
that is nice.
I tell you,
Great
when
setup.
he gets his setup going, it is big. It is like damn near professional.
I mean, I think every man that like any man goes in there like, this is nice. This is a good setup. There's a lot of room, a lot of things you can fucking do here.
Yeah, he does a really cool shindig.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he sets
awesome.
it up. Okay, let's go into this.
Yeah.
When we get there and he sets this whole thing up, he's already got all the fireworks that he's bought. And he's laid out thousands of dollars into the fireworks show. And
well, he has his own electrician company. So the guy is he's
doing good.
He's doing well off, and
his business has been doing good. And then
we're for the border of it, so we can see these nice ass shows, dude.
And then let's see. So he has multiple time shows that he sets these things off, and I think he's going about every hour, right?
I think so.
I think he was shooting off
an hour and a half.
So obviously the big show is at midnight, and then
I think he does like 3 shows.
Yeah.
One at like 9, one at 10:30, and then the big one.
Yeah.
At midnight.
And the ones that are leading up to it are just as, I mean,
no, they're awesome.
They're big too.
I mean, it's hard to describe because they're all really cool, but obviously I mean, I think we've only been to, did we stay for the one?
Yeah. This last one. The one
that
before
one you
that
notice,
we couldn't.
Yeah, that's right. That one you notice is like, oh, this is the fucking, this
Dude,
is the
it just
cojones.
keeps going.
Yeah.
And he got it all set up to where it's ran off of his phone.
Yeah.
So he just has to push buttons on his phone instead of, having actually like the old school lighting. Run!
Hell yeah, fucking light and run, baby.
And then like on top of that, like he sets that whole place up. He's got a ton of like outdoor buildings where one of his large garages, he orders all these pizzas.
Yeah.
Just different.
It's like those Papa Murphy style pizzas where you just take them home and fucking pop them in the oven. Because he has also a nice setup where it's like 3 or 4 ovens right in that big garage.
Everything. He gets it all set up.
It's like a banquet hall.
It's freaking nice.
Yeah.
And then he's got another outdoor building that he kind of designated for the kids. He has like a air hockey table. I think a ping pong table was in there.
He had some like old school arcade games.
Yeah. And then like and then the throwing axe thing, but like the plastic ones. What else?
They're not axe, those are darts.
I think it was the axe.
No, they were darts.
Was it darts?
Yeah. That would have been cool if they were axe. I don't know if I've seen like a game one that's like an axe. Have you?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it wasn't.
That's why I thought I could have swore it was the axe. Anyways, doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
And like, so like in between the shows, you know, between the food and like all the activities for the kids, like it was perfect because I mean, there's so much for everybody to kind of do and socialize. And he does a really good job, like getting everybody together just to have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. And it's really cool. I forgot that we did this. For some reason, I got swapped here. But yeah, we're talking about New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was like,
well, he has a 4th of July one too.
Does he?
Yep.
I haven't been to that one because you're out of town. Yeah. He's more of your buddy. I don't really know him that well aside from those 2 times I met him, said hi and bye.
Yeah. But he's such a friendly guy, nice guy that like, I mean, if he remembered or recognized you, he'd be like, come on out.
Yeah.
Actually, he does it anyways, regardless whether he knows you or not.
He seems like and plus, it's like one of those things where, man, I feel like when you get to that and you have all that cool stuff, you kind of want to like spread it out. You're like, yeah, dude, come out and enjoy it.
Definitely a guy that
he wants to
just wants to share the love.
Yeah,
you know, he wants everybody to have a good time. And
no, he was a stand-up guy. I've never met him before. Like a couple years ago, we went, or I don't know if it was 2 or 3, but we went, and yeah, he was like he greeted me like he knew me. And he was like, hey, it's nice. Come on in. It's good to have you. Make yourself here. And then he said bye like he knew me. But I like those kinds of guys because, you know, they're good people. When they
maybe one day we'll get him on the podcast so he can kind of relay his life story. Because if I remember correctly, it's not like he had this from the beginning. I think he had a pretty rough lifehood growing up. And I mean, we all did stuff in general, you know, like poor decisions or something like that. But I think like he's turned.
What, he kill a hitchhiker?
No, not quite that. But
no, I know you. Yeah, that. I mean, I love those stories too, because especially now you see them like, oh, dude, you're doing well.
Yeah,
and it's one of those things where I mean, I'm not like fucking. I'm not trying to like throw. I don't know. I'm not trying to say it in a negative way. I just like that's good for him. Like I would. It's something that motivates me a little bit. You see that. You see all the space, the garages he has for his motorcycles, his cars, then the garages for the playrooms, and then the like nice little banquet hall garage. And I mean, you can, and all the terrain that you can really play with and do. It's pretty cool.
I'm such a fan of, I wouldn't say underdog, just of success stories. I love success stories. Even almost my enemies. I just like the fact that people can make it and be successful.
Yeah.
I mean, success is I suppose everybody identifies what success is going to be differently, but for the most part, like I just like the idea that somebody comes out doing well.
Yeah. But I mean, in general, you kind of can, I guess you're right. It depends what we're grading, but generally you can kind of tell if a person, oh yeah, you're doing good.
Yeah. And I suppose there's
there's exceptions.
Different levels too.
Yeah. That too.
Because if let's say that our buddy that does the fireworks shows, if let's just say that he didn't he wasn't humble about it, then I guess that would be different. Like that would change the dynamics. I would probably never want to go, and
there probably wouldn't be as many people going.
Yeah. I
mean, I'm sure you'll still have those frickin' vampire suckers that don't care how they get treated. They just want cool things, and if you're a dick to them, they'll still be around. But generally, people will fucking get tired of that.
Leeches.
Fucking leeches.
Did you end up watching the UFC fight?
Oh yeah, yes sir.
Heck
UFC baby. That was a good card. I liked it. It was a good event.
I don't usually watch UFC in general. Not that I don't like it. It's just I just don't watch it too terribly often.
It has to be like a good match for me to do it. Like,
really?
I have some like fighters that I really like. Like Pereira, he was on this card. I really like him. Who else do I like? Sean Strickland. I kind of like, I know that doesn't sound great. His name, you're like, I fucking love Sean Strickland, but it's like because he just says some outlandish things.
Isn't that why you like him though? I mean, the fact that he can be, he's so out there and different.
I like the fact that
and he's confident, I guess, in what he stands for and he believes in.
Sean Strickland is who I am if I had his like more confidence, because I love the fact that he can just take life not so seriously, just kind of say what he feels at the moment, and then I mean, even like I didn't hear much of what he said literally. Like, I didn't watch any of the press conferences previous of his.
Not very many people do, I think. I don't think as many people watch those.
I think they do. I think especially this one that he had previously, because it was like such against Muslim thing. It was like such a controversial type of thing he had going on. Run.
I don't know all of the different kinds of stuff that he has said. So yeah. I couldn't.
I don't know to the full extent, but I know it was like a lot of it was against Muslim. This last one, because the guy he was fighting was Muslim, and apparently they were like, I mean, going into this, I guess we'll go a little bit. Going into that fight, they have had animosity between each other. Like, they've apparently fought in the same gym or trained at the same gym previously, and they butted heads. And I can tell. And I think Sean is so fucking genuine, which is why I gravitate to. There's why I like Trump, even though I'm not like a huge Trump, like I'm gonna blow him on everything he does. I agree with it. The most part, I respect how genuine and authentic the guy is. That's all I care. Like, if you're gonna say some off the wall shit, it's you. I mean, that's cool.
Dude, I will say though, like, not to cut you off, but like watching every little bit of like that fight or the fights that were going into it, like it felt like it was just nothing but a homage to Trump.
Oh,
like the whole entire thing. Like,
did it really?
Like all the ads were catered towards him, and then every single fighter paid homage to him like afterwards. And I understand, like, you want to say like, hey, dude, like, I appreciate us being able to do this because this is the first time that this has ever happened. Like, I get that, but at the same time, it was just like, dude, this guy is the greatest thing ever. And
you thought they were dick riding a little too much, huh?
Quit freaking brown nosing over here.
Dude, I mean, honestly, I am such a person.
But at the same time, I almost made sense, because what I did notice was
you almost made sense. Is that what you just said?
What's that?
Did you say you almost made sense?
It almost makes sense.
I was like, what?
I may have said it that way. I don't know.
I almost made sense. Well, I didn't.
As soon as I saw Tony Hinchcliffe there, and he is such
I didn't even notice he was there.
He's such a spectacle of the WWE, and like how they portray. Like, if you're going to do it, it's just like, big, huge fireworks, stuff like that. And that's all that I saw was everything that we saw was like, even the walkouts and everything, start on the backside of the freaking White House and then walk through the White House, have your bodyguards, then.
See, I liked it. I'm on the opposite, dude.
But that's what I'm saying.
I fucking loved it, dude. I loved the show. And I didn't really.
That's what I'm saying. It was the show.
I didn't pay attention too much to like the commercials. Maybe you're right, but I didn't get this, and honestly, even the post-interview fights, I kind of didn't really pay too much attention to them, which we'll get into, a couple here in a little bit. But I didn't see it so much as like, oh, they're fucking giving everything to Trump or everything. You know what I mean?
Man, how could you not?
But
like, I noticed it right away.
I think I would honestly probably, if I was fighting and I won, I would probably mention him in my post speech too.
Well, and especially if you're
a fighter and you got that opportunity.
That's the guy that you wanted to like win as the presidential office. Like, I mean, you're stoked for that.
Yeah.
Would they be saying the same thing? Let's say that it was Barack Obama that set that type of scenario up, and they happen to be fighting there. Would they still do that? Even though that they disagree? Yeah. I don't know. They might. Like,
I'm trying to put myself in there, and if
that would show humbleness, in my opinion.
Trying to put
somebody
myself
would
in
be
there,
that, like, listen, dude, I disagree with everything that you pretty much stand for, but I sure do appreciate this. I could get behind that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a way to do that, I guess. Yeah, I would probably find a way to do that.
Not that you even have to necessarily say that you disagree. I'm just saying, like, you can at least respect them and just say, like, dude, I appreciate what you did. And then, like, on the back end, I fucking disagree on everything, but this was cool.
Yeah. No, I trying to put myself in that position. I don't know. I don't know if I would fucking be like, I'd probably think Obama. Like, if it was Obama, let's say, because I think that was the most recent.
Biden?
Yeah. Well, fucking Biden. Yeah, you're right. Forgot about Biden.
He's an easy one to forget about.
Let's all forget about Biden for a second. Yeah, no. I mean, if it was like Biden,
come on.
dude.
I was there.
you imagine having Biden do a fucking UFC fight? Look at the fighters be all fucking.
Come on, isn't he supposed to? He's supposed to do something to him.
It'd just be a bunch of.
Why is he smacking his ass?
It'd be a bunch of like CM Punk type fighters, a bunch of pussies that you want to see fight. Like, it sucks. That's what a CM Punk I saw like later. He's like, he got in a question like, "Would you fight on the fight?" He's like, "No." Like, he's racist. Would you fight for Stalin or some shit like that? And I'm like, oh my god, here we go with this bullshit again.
Huh?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
I would just be like, hell yeah, I'd fight because of the money. I wouldn't even care about the politics if it was me.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe he has million. If he's rich, which I don't know. CM Punk doesn't. It's not like, even if I was rich and I had the opportunity to fight in the Biden White House and I would still get richer, I'd be like, yeah, let's fucking do it.
Well, I mean,
as long as it's a good show. Like, I would have to look and see it. Am I the only one that's doing this? Because I don't want to I don't want to be the only one out here.
I mean, what's cool about it is like it's never been done before.
Yeah.
You can be the person that says I was the first one.
Yeah.
If they continue on doing something like this, but it definitely does come across as like freaking Julius Caesar in Rome. Like, here's all of our gladiators fighting for us.
Yeah. Oh, stop it. These guys have pillows on their freaking. There's no sharp weapons in there.
Did you watch the last fight?
Oh my god. Yeah, that
guy didn't have pillows.
That was a great. Yeah, that guy had fucking cannons, dude. It was just fucking like he was holding fucking those kettle weights and dude, he was just pounding them. It felt like I was playing a video game, and every time he punched, my controller vibrated. It's like, holy shit, that was a power punch.
And I don't know all of these fighters, so I'm gonna just reference them, and you'll have to, if you know.
I'll try.
Have to. But the black guy, the big
Derek Lewis,
Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna come out and be this big, huge, dominant force.
So lethargic or something. He looked like out of it.
He looked tired,
sleeping.
Yeah.
Even as the fight started, it looked like he did not want to be there.
Yeah. I thought he was
which
gonna
was really
dominate.
sad.
And then at the end of it just looked like an old guy getting his ass.
Which I think that might have,
it might have been
because he's been in a lot of wars, and he's a big boy. He's always, whenever he's fighting.
Going over his highlights of saying he had somewhat near most knockouts and stuff. And you're just like, dude, this guy's.
Yeah. And if you have the most knockouts, you're going to be in the most wars, most likely. You know what I mean?
And that's probably what it comes down to. It's just this guy is he's done.
Every time he fights, dude, it gets me so worried. His legs look so weak.
Right?
It's like, holy shit, are your knees about to give out, dude? I wonder.
And then when he swung and throw his arms, and I know that he was exhausted. I'm not
they still
trying to take the picture from him being exhausted, but he was so exhausted that when he threw his arms, it was his body weight was too much for him to even hold himself up. You'd see him damn near drop down to the ground. Yeah, and you're thinking in the back of your head, or at least I was is this guy having a heart attack?
Dang, dude. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have that, but I did have maybe
it looked bad,
but it looked
at the end
slow,
of it.
And especially at the very end when he was getting knocked out, it was they were about to stop it or whatever. Dude, he was just so slow, man. He was just taking big shots.
What scared me too out of that was his opponent got him into an arm bar, and you were just it was close to the end of that round, and you're just sitting there oh my gosh, freaking bell ring, you're just rooting for the guy, hoping that he makes it to the next round. But then when he's reefing on his arm, and you're oh, please don't break in front of me.
You got to listen to freaking Joe Rogan, baby. I love how excited Joe Rogan was too, by the way. But you got to listen to him. He's he doesn't know what the fuck to do. It was he just looked like some brothers on the couch, trying to I'm going to fucking break you. He just doesn't know how. And it's just, apparently he had, I don't know any about this. I'm just going on what they said. But apparently,
I wasn't listening to the commentating.
Apparently he was he just doesn't know what to do from here. He has it. He just has to move a certain way and push a certain way, and then he'll get, because I guarantee if he would have done it, he wouldn't have it's not like Derek is there and he's I'm gonna fucking wait until he breaks my arm. I bet he would have tapped.
Well, I thought
I
so
think
too.
so.
I thought so, and maybe I wasn't listening to any of the commentary behind it, so like that's all that I kept on seeing. He's like, he's got that arm, and like but if he's not putting it into the right position, like he's saying, like, oh, he doesn't have it, but to me, I'm like, he's got it. He's gonna freaking break his arm.
It's like,
and that guy's not tapping.
It kind of looked like my freaking 6-year-old had like my leg and was just like punching me forever. I'm just like. He's just really trying. It's like he just didn't. I mean, it was trying so hard, but he just didn't know.
With showing how like tired and I don't know abused he was in that fight, and then he goes into this arm bar. You're just like, oh my gosh, he's gonna get his arm broken or something,
I didn't think he was gonna get his arm. I thought he was just gonna be. It was it's over fast. But then it was like, oh, it's been a while, and it's like. He's not gonna tap. I don't know what's going on. And then they're like, he just doesn't know what to do here. He has it, just doesn't know what to do. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess we're gonna watch them fucking hug it out for a few seconds.
Was it that Hokit guy that fought him? Was that who fought him?
Yeah.
Did you see his video at the end? Like after he fought, and then like his comment at the end.
I missed it completely. I totally missed the post interview fight with him because I don't know what happened, but yeah, I missed it.
Dude, you should get that clip up and show that because it is hilarious.
All right, here we go. I'll pull it up here.
Scenes with your off. But it was funny. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, it was pretty good. For sure.
Hey, shout out to Trump for having the balls to put some shit like this on. And if I'm gonna say anything, there's only one person more incredible than the Incredible Hulk, and that's my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Incredible Hulk, I love it.
Listen, Alex Pereira, I want a shama on your mama.
I want a shama on your mama.
And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
Oh, I love it.
Hey, shout out to
that's so good, man. Moshel Obama, baby. That's such a good interview.
That's funny. I wonder how in trouble he's gonna get over something like that. You think he's gonna get
UFC fighters get past it? It's like the whole Sean Strickland thing that.
Well, and at the same time, like that's kind of their like advertisement in a sense,
Yeah. Then definitely he's leaning hard into that, like saying off the wall things.
Which
because he did some
must not be too off of the wall for the UFC, right? Because I mean, shoot, I think the vast majority of that group, or at least that even the
he was saying some pretty
fans.
He was saying some pretty off the walls things like beforehand.
Was he
before the fight?
I don't know any of these guys, so when I
didn't watch too many of it before, but I know I hear you see the fucking clips and then people reacting to. I didn't even know of him before, and I just started leading up to this fight. I mean, I guess it makes sense. They're trying to pump up the fight, so people are gonna start talking about him as it comes on. And then you just hear this guy. It's like, oh, there's this crazy white boy. Like another Sean Strickland? All right. Let's fucking do it. And this guy looks more like a fucking Hulk Hogan character.
Yeah,
like a wrestler.
The torch on.
Looks like
right? Yeah, the do-rag was cool.
Macho Man. A little bit.
Little Macho Man, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely has that wrestler vibe. And I'm sure it's something that he's thought about.
Leaning into.
And planned on doing,
Yeah.
Makes sense. I don't think so. I don't think for the UFC it's kind of like they have their own little niche where they can get away with. And I'm not saying getting away in a negative way. I think
it's just that's their fans.
I think that should be fucking everything. You just say what you want, and then if people like, oh, what do you weigh? And then you just be like, all right, let's get over it. It's usually what happens.
Yeah.
They get people get a little upset and they make some comments, put a post out there, and then a week later it's like, all right.
No one cares.
UFC fighters actually, that's a pretty good blueprint. I mean, it's like the Tony Hinchcliffe, Shane Gillis, they did kind of the same things. Norm Macdonald did this. I mean, he's like the OG, probably one of them.
I just like those guys who, and I suppose it could be the other way. I just don't know the other side too terribly well. That if this happened, but for instance, like these guys, or for Tony Hinchcliffe, when they say something and then people get all offended and they're just like, "We're gonna ban you." I like those stories where they're just like, "Fine, screw you," and they, on the back end, they're still like nervous as hell. It's just like, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do now, but they come out of it and are quite successful. Like, I mean, it's the success story, as I was just mentioning earlier. I like those stories. So anybody that's getting like banned in per se, then it's fun to see the success come out of all of that.
Yeah.
I like those.
And like I was saying, those guys are like, I love it how they, when they're faced with that kind of adversity or whatever, they are really good about, I'm just going to hold, I'm going to hold my ground. I'm not necessarily going to cave in and like, but you're not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry about, apologize or whatever. And I like how they stick it. They're like, all right, I'm just gonna, this is what it should be. I don't see what the big fuss is about. And then usually people just fucking get over it.
Yeah.
I mean, the big thing was like the Shane Gillis thing. I know
to disagree too.
I know Tony Hinchcliffe got some little like I don't even know what he probably even felt. I doubt that he even really. Maybe a little bit. I'm sure he had some repercussions out or consequences out of whatever that whole Asian thing he had with another comic. And like, apparently the comic was actually the one that kind of started the whole thing. And then he said that racial comment or whatever. And apparently he was in the doghouse. But I was like, I don't know, dude. I think Shane Gillis had it way worse, whereas back in the day, he didn't have much of a house to begin with. And they're already saying, well, no, you're fired from this brand new fucking nice paying gig. So I don't know. I feel like, those aren't really good comparisons because they're different.
That was a good mess up on their part.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
sure Shane liked it because it probably is.
At the time, no.
Maybe, yeah, at the time, no. But I don't know. Maybe he would be more famous, maybe not. It's hard to really tell because you have those superstars like Eddie Murphy, Chevy Chase. I mean, he was a fucking right.
But they're not the same anymore.
What else is it? Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler.
You think Saturday Night Live is the same as what it used to be?
I was never really a huge Saturday Night Live guy, so I don't know. I don't think so. I think I look at it. I'm like, I look at clips from back in the day. I'm like, I like it when Sandler and Farley and
I will say what I do, and
Norm.
I'm kind of on the same page as like I don't usually watch Saturday Night Live, but what I like about it is that regardless of their circumstance that they come in, where maybe there's not a lot of people that watch Saturday Night Live, but they still keep pursuing through it. You know what I mean? They don't give up.
Yeah.
And they're still trying to make jokes and be funny and creative.
Yeah.
And I mean, I like that. I like that about them. And every now and then you get these like banger of jokes that come out that's just like, or little skits that you're like, dude, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Or what's the black guy and the white guy that are sitting behind the desk and they
oh yeah,
isn't it Scarlett Johansson's husband?
Yeah, I think one of them, the white guy is.
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Clearly.
I know the comedian, the black guy. I don't know if the other guy's a comedian. I don't think so. Maybe. Probably. If he's in that show, maybe.
Anyways, like they've got some really good.
But the black guy's name is Michael Che. And he's pretty funny. Those guys are pretty funny, yeah.
But I mean, they're not like these.
Nah, dude, I'm fucking Norm Macdonald, the best fucking weekend update.
Well, and that's what I'm saying is like I'm not trying to take anything away from the people that have done it and have done it better.
Yeah.
But I like how that they keep doing it. And it's like they've got some pretty funny stuff.
No, they're pretty funny. And like Kenan Thompson.
And I love how they lean into like some of like the racial bits that they make each other like read and stuff. I love that they lean into that.
Oh yeah, those ones they like write jokes for each other and try to like push the line or whatever.
Yeah. Those ones are awesome. And then that Keenan guy, he's like an up and down roller coaster, right? He'll have some like good, like his acting style isn't like honestly the funniest, but his characters that he can play that have that style of acting that he does can hit really well for certain bits.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty good. I like him in some. Yeah, you're right. It's not necessarily all. But yeah, I mean, it's whatever. Not to blow past your point. It's whatever, dude.
But and then what? Oh, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Oh yeah. Going back to the
then
fights. Yeah, he had a nice little debut. Sugar Sean.
Did he look pretty good? I don't watch these. I know the guy because of the publicity that they try to do over. So I know of him and like his hairstyle that he always has and stuff like that. So he's an easy person to like memorize that's in there.
What else we have? Sugar Sean.
But his fight at the end, and he doesn't knock him unconscious, but he knocks him out and wins the match. Freaking stands up and puts the salute immediately. I love that. That was a great little ending to that.
Yeah, I gotta say, I really loved. I know we kind of sped past it, but I really loved the entrances and like the showmanship that they had, and like the way that they were able to like also incorporate the Medal of Honor recipients. I really did like that.
I do want to go back and look at the Medal of Honor recipients and then read their story of how they became Medal of Honor recipients.
Yeah,
in fact, maybe we could do that on like a episode. But
I mean, we don't have to do specifically any ones, but yeah, I love like reading those stories about how those guys, got it or made it. I don't even know how many there are out there recipients in the world, but those things are pretty cool to really learn about. And you see like an old guy and you like, damn, you probably went through some shit.
Yeah, they all knuckled up or something at the end or whatever. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I like they were walking out with the fighters too.
Yeah,
getting all hyped and stuff.
And I did like all of the
rolling out
different uniforms that all of the service members were wearing. So you had every branch that was there and each person that was wearing their uniform for that branch. But then they also had, and I'm just a sucker for it, I really like it, the Revolutionary War memorabilia. Those guys, they had the freaking hair, the wigs and all that stuff. It was awesome. I loved it.
Must have missed it.
Really? Yeah, they were all standing.
I probably didn't pay attention.
At an attention, and it was cool. Had the old muskets with the bayonet on it.
That's cool.
Yeah. I
legit.
thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Good little touch.
I also like the live music. That was pretty cool. It was nice to hear the band and then those guys sing and stuff.
Yeah.
They were really good. They were talented.
Yeah, the black chick that was singing for them, man, she was really good.
Yeah.
And she hit up most of the songs that were being played, but those were good.
Yeah.
I liked hers.
Yeah. And who was after Sugar Sean? I don't remember. I remember Pereira fought. I don't know if that was the next one after Sean. I think probably. Sugar Sean's a pretty big name, so he'd probably be right before the co-main event. But Pereira fought the guy from France. Gone. Big black guy. I like that fight. That was a pretty good fight. They were saying some controversial things.
Were those two, was that fight two different? They weren't Americans. Both of them weren't Americans.
Yeah, it was a Brazilian and a Frenchman.
And the Brazilian won.
No, the Frenchman won.
The Frenchman won?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, they were.
It was a bigger guy, right? That won it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that was a pretty good fight. I saw that afterwards. There were people that were like, "Oh, you hit him in the back of the head or whatever," but
there was that. Yeah.
It looked like it was. I don't know when that happened, but it was like, man, that was a pretty definitive. I don't know. He hit him pretty good, and I think if he did hit him, and which is, I guess, it is messed up if you hurt the guy first and then you start hitting him in the back of the head. But I feel like he hurt him first, and then he's like, maybe those questions come into play or those questionable hits came, but and I'm sure that probably isn't good for the brain, getting those back of the head hits after you freaking almost get knocked out by a stunner.
Yeah. That was a good fight. I thought they were all okay. But when it came down to it, the last one was the fight of the night.
Yeah, they were. Honestly, I think they were more than okay. I think they were pretty good fights. I thought for a card, I mean, I think we just read it where it's like none of them were by decision. They were all stoppage.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's pretty cool. And especially as a fan, you want to see some fucking bangers.
Yeah.
And I thought the ones leading up to the main event were pretty good. I thought it was actually up to that point a very successful event,
And then like
and card.
Of the main event that happened, I obviously was rooting for the American. That's who I was rooting for.
Yeah.
But man, when it came down to it, like after it was all said and done, I had so much respect for the other dude and like the abuse that he put his body through and still kept fighting through it. And in reality, I felt like his durability lasted longer. Like, I mean, he was not as exhausted at the end like the American was. You know what I mean? Like the American, he won it and he landed his hits when he landed his hits, but you could tell he was tired.
Yeah, but think about it. When you're when you're practicing boxing or you're training, you're training or boxing, you're hitting the heavy bag. Who's tired? The heavy bag or you? You, because you're fucking beating up on that motherfucker.
Yeah. Well,
so I mean, it makes sense why the guy's more tired because he was the one fucking him up.
Oh, you're saying, okay. Well, it's not like he wasn't throwing punches though. You could just tell he had endurance. His endurance was longer.
Yeah. I mean, going into the fight, I respected the shit out of both of them because I knew that guy is a killer too. They're both fucking good fighters. And this guy was undefeated beforehand. He was obviously regarded as like a heavy favorite in this fight, I think. And I mean, it was hard for me to sit there even before the fight and be like, I want this guy to win because I like them both. I really do like Gaethje a lot. And I think he was probably I wanted him to edge it out a little bit. But boy, I did not see him laying it down like that, dude. He was.
I was able to take a hit, and he would dish some hits back, and that's what I always kept on kind of like thinking in the back of my head as I'm watching. I was just like, dude, this guy might still pull it out. He's getting his ass kicked, but at the same time, it was just like he does. The other guy's getting tired, and you could see him like lower his instead of him being up high to like cover. Like he was lowering his arms down.
The reason
mainly because he was tired.
Well, I think maybe, all right, that's a big treat, but I think one of the big reasons was he was early on getting his ass kicked to the body. Like he was hitting him so hard, and I think he even said it. It was like, oh man, I got hit in the liver so fucking hard. So I think he was fucking like, I gotta stay down here.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're right too. The fatigue plays a definite factor when you're fucking 4 rounds in, 3 rounds in even. But I mean, I gotta say, it was just such a contrast in the type of damage because you just look at them and you're like, yeah, you did some damage to his body, but boy, you really could hardly tell at the end of the fight. Whereas the other guy, he looked like he had some.
Again, all the more that you could just see and be like, dude, I got some mad props for you to take an ass whooping like that and still be like, I'm still up. Which that's got to be such a mental frustration for, what is it, Justin? Is that his name?
Yeah, Justin Gaethje, yeah.
Yeah, that has to be such a mind mess up for him. Like just freaking cold clocks him right in the face. That would probably put most people out or something like that. And this guy just keeps coming. You're like, dude, this guy just won't stop.
Dude, it was a pretty big beatdown, man. And it's like, he's coming back for more. This is crazy. And I mean, you're right. You're gonna get tired too. So it is a mental hurdle you kind of have to get over.
Dude, that guy's face was so butchered at the end of it. So butchered.
Whoa, what is that?
That's your phone, dog.
How do I shut that off?
Well, I can't believe you don't have it on silence.
I don't even know how my phone is connected to the thing still. I don't do that.
Man.
What if I was watching a indecent video? You guys just heard it.
Nice. As long as we can see it.
Pull it up.
Do you have can you pull up the video of the ending of that last?
Yeah, we'll pull that up.
Man, it was so good. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, just
this is right at the end.
it's not showing up there though.
Oh, look at that knee.
He's got to be working. He's got to try to make.
It's not showing up there.
Oh, it's that Paramount, dude.
Oh, they got it screened or okay.
Well, that sucks because this was such a great freaking clip right here. I guess that makes sense. Those guys are so cheap. They're so.
As in us?
Yeah. Well, no, not us, because we would need. I don't know. It keeps calling me right now. All right, dude, that was a crazy fight though.
But like at the end of that,
yeah, we can watch it though.
Yeah, like freaking.
Ilya worked through this last 20 seconds in a round.
Yeah, 10 seconds, and then this guy just freaking.
He just gets
boom right into it, freaking ribs, man. And then a couple more. This guy just gets up, and I know that he's hurt. I'm not like he's freaking dying right there.
Dude,
but
what a fucking face, man. This guy's face is so.
And then his
we finished the fight.
That was something that you caught on that I didn't even like. I heard it, but I didn't even recognize.
Dude,
his brother
eating, dude. I'm trying to find a good good little spot to screen capture this so that we can show the people. Oh my gosh, I think I have to go a little further back. But I mean, folks, you guys have to see this guy. It is crazy.
His whole face is so jacked up. Both sides. His nose is like super, super swollen.
Oh, it doesn't even let me screen grab it, man. Yeah, it is crazy. He doesn't even look recognizable.
But
like it was one of those where you like if he came home, you'd be like, "Holy shit, where did you get jumped and how many people were there?"
Well, and then at the same time, this ended at the 4th round and was going to go into the 5th round. So there was one more round, and they were even questioning before
going into the 4th round. They were questioning, they were
whether let him play again.
The doctor came over and he looked at him. Right, he was like looking at him. The doctor was already saying no.
Which I called it right then. Before he even called it, I said this guy's going to count. He's going to say to stop it and then continue it. Because that's like, if he was to let it go from the get-go and something happened, then he would be blamed. Like he should have stopped it, bad call. But then
that's a very
he stopped
smart
it,
man.
just like I was thinking. He's going to stop it. And then everybody, boo, you suck, let him go. And even him, he was just like, I can still fight. And then he's just like, all right. And then if something happens, he's going to come out. I said to stop.
That's not a bad move, dude. That's actually the best move to make as a doctor.
It's like you can't be wrong.
They were saying afterwards. So that doctor came in here. They were saying that he was like a new doctor too. That's what they were saying.
For them or for just fighting in general?
Like he's not a new doctor. I don't think. I think it was just for the organization that they used him. Maybe even for fight. I don't know if they were saying for fighting in general or just for the UFC, but they were saying that he was like such a new doctor that, he just didn't know what to do and he just was going to stop it. And then the referee, this guy, Mark Goddard, was like, nah, fuck that. Like, we gotta really think this through here. And it's like, I don't know. And I get both sense, but I think at that point, it's just, the doctor gives the input and then.
Again, I think a lot of.
Oh, it's tough. That's a tough call.
I think the doctor probably, was covering his ass
probably
just
not
the way
wrong.
that he should. Yeah, exactly.
Probably not wrong here.
Yeah, we need to stop this.
I mean, you could tell.
But then, as soon as you heard everybody boo and you heard him even say, "I can still go," then
you could even tell.
It's like signing. Okay, sign the waiver, then you can go back.
Yeah, you could tell beforehand. Like he was, you can't see. He couldn't see.
Oh no,
the guy was having trouble seeing, and I don't. I'm not gonna be booing some doctor for saying this. Like, dude, you're fucking on the verge of permanent blindness, probably. So I mean, shit. What do I know? So I mean, I would have been good either way because this guy was getting fucked up.
And his face I was glad that they kept it going.
I mean,
in fact, unless they would have said, like his own team says, throw in the towel, I would have wanted them to keep going no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I would have enjoyed that. But I mean, I just understand it. It's like, I fucking, you're putting your body on.
I suppose, I guess I can say, I understand it, but that doesn't mean I like it. I want to see the fight.
Yeah, I mean, if I could, I would want to see them fight to the death, but you just can't.
I don't know about that.
I'm sure if I was back in fucking Rome, dude, if I was back in the good old days, fucking make Rome great again, I would fucking be in there like, kill that motherfucker! Down. So I mean, I'm not really
Caesar. You see me? Yeah.
I'm not trying to take the moral high ground here. I'm just saying that I understand that.
I guess
the doctor is fucking there, and then the referee was like, "Nah, man, let's just keep going, dude."
Yeah,
and I mean, yeah, if it was maybe another referee, it might have been stopped. You never know. I'm sure a lot of those referees probably would have done the same.
And then, I don't know, man. You were saying that, and I thought his brother. So at the end, or on the end of the fourth round, going into the fifth round, what's his name again?
Ilya Topuria.
Ilya,
I think.
Oh, Ilya. Mm-hmm. He goes off to the corner, and his team's there, which his brother is a part of the team. And I thought his brother made the comment to essentially continue the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you fight, we fight, or something along those lines, right?
Well, they were saying, so they were in the fourth round, and I mean, it was immediate after the fourth round ended. They went into the corner, and the referee went, and you could see his brother, which his brother is apparently, this brother is a really good fighter too. He just hasn't. They said something in the broadcast where he hasn't even started his career because his brother has just been so freaking good. Which I don't know. I mean, it could be, but it's
this brother has been so good.
The brother of him,
right? Okay.
Well, he has been so good. So
he's been doing so good, Ilya.
Well, yeah,
which has hindered a little bit of his brother from starting his career.
I don't know if it's a hindrance or if it's a choice. I think it seems like it's probably one of his choices to be like, well, on.
Well, it would still be hindering him.
He's on,
even if it is
not
his
really.
choice.
If it's your choice, it's not a hindrance. I can't.
If your skill level though is so good,
what?
I don't know.
If your skill level, the brother that hasn't fought, if his is so good,
and he's holding back,
yeah, that's on him. It's not. I feel like a hindrance. Maybe it is. I mean, maybe hindrance
is still
is
hindering.
Self-inflicted
it's self-inflicted. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So then, if it's self-inflicted, yeah. But I mean, when I hear the word hindrance, it makes me think it's things you can't control.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying it's like the next
goal.
Michael Jordan, for instance, because I can use basketball as a good reference because of it. That's what's easy for me. If it was, for instance, like next Michael Jordan, but he doesn't come out to go play professional until he's 28 years old, and you're sitting over here, shoot, dude, you could have played 5-6 seasons prior to that, but you chose not to because your brother was doing so good and you wanted to be in.
Well, like I said, I'm not arguing that that's the case. I don't know. I'm sure that let's fucking look it up. Let's just look it up. But I'm just saying hindrance. When I hear the word hindrance, it feels like to me people are like, oh, I don't care about fucking.
Okay. The word hindrance is a noun that refers to something that obstructs, delays, or impedes progress. Your own, yeah. Your own choices is hindering.
I feel like when it says, okay, I mean, I guess it's your own.
That your mind.
Yeah. But like I said, I guess, I don't know. That really doesn't answer my question. Can it be self-fucking inflicted or not? Can hindrance be self-inflicted? Let's see.
Oh, yeah. Hindrance can be sensual desire.
Ooh, baby. Yeah, but that's like I guess a desire, is that like a choice, or is that just something you're born with? Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Anyways, when I hear hindrance, it makes me feel like it's like a external thing stopping this guy. Like you just can't control it.
Well, it's an internal
thing. It's like when reality, it's your choice.
It is.
Yeah. So
it's still him hindering himself.
I don't feel as bad. If someone were to say, he couldn't go in because he had lung cancer, I would feel terrible. But if he says I couldn't go in because this guy was so good and I didn't want to take the spotlight from him, I'd be like, you're a bitch.
So you're calling him a bitch because his brother?
I think it's a little bit, a little bit. It's like, it's like, I don't want to. It's like, dude, you're both good fighters. Just fight.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you stop? Because you only live one.
So he's hindering himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I agree. I'm not arguing the definition of the word. I'm saying I don't like to use it when it's like self-inflicted, because it feels like it comes with a connotation where it's an unavoidable hindrance. When you say hindrance, I think someone's referring to it's unavoidable, but in this case, it's avoidable.
Yeah. If
that makes sense.
Well, you may feel that way, but that's...
Do what you will with that. So I don't know, but apparently he was like, he's that good fighter, and he was in Ilya's corner.
Yeah.
Right. And he was his coach. So right as soon as the bell rang, he goes in, and you can see the guy his brother talking to the fighter, and you can hear him I feel like he's asking him, how you doing? How's it going? I don't know you can't hear what he says.
Well, yeah.
It could be, I'm in my head, it could be one of two things. It could be the guy he might be not giving the answers that the brother wants to hear. So he's like, nah, we're not going to start. Or he could have been like, no, I'm done. This is it.
Well,
you know what I mean?
What you hear, and we can play this.
I don't know
what you hear.
I don't know if it will record with the audio. It might. It should.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Anyways, what you'll hear, I interpreted kind of like what Joe Rogan and the rest of those guys said. But after you told me kind of what you thought was just kind of like a language barrier, it makes sense. Like what you were saying.
Yeah.
And why they drew the game. His brother is the one that called it. It sounded like, but when you hear it and you don't think of like the broken accent and the separation with the language barrier, then it seemed like it was just like they're going to continue it or try to continue it, but then it got pulled.
Yeah, and
I think you were right with.
So right after
the towel.
Yeah, so right after he looks down and he's talking with his brother, he then kind of right immediately, you can hear it, you can't see it on the camera as it's going, but you can hear the referee kind of say something. He might have been asking him, you might be able to hear it. Hey, is he ready? Is he good to go? And right there, the brother in English, he says, no, that is it. Or he says something along the line, we will fight, or that's the fight. Let me see if it shows up on audio, because that would be fucking nice.
Gaethje is
tired. You can hear it.
Alex. Okay.
He just said something to his brother.
Watch it.
Right there, he said, Ilya, watch her, and he's gonna talk. So listen.
Yeah.
No. We finished the fight. We finished the fight. No, we finished the fight. It's almost
like he's trying to knock it. And that'll do it.
We finished the fight.
We finished the fight.
And when I heard that, I thought that
and you weren't alone. The whole broadcast was saying the same thing.
Like, we finished the fight, he's going to keep going. But then as soon as...
Because obviously you hear that.
I mean, that was like 3 seconds. But when I hear he's finishing the fight, he's going to go back in.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it was just like, you see it turned on over to the ref, and he's like calling it off and saying, no, it's done.
Yeah, and I mean, you could totally understand the misunderstanding or the misconstruement. I don't know, the confusion.
Yeah.
Because it's happened so quick. But after he said that, you could just hear the broadcast guys. They were kind of bagging a little. I wouldn't say bagging, actually. They were presenting the facts, what they thought, but actually it wasn't like that. So it made it seem like the brother was a little harsh or like heartless towards his brother. Like, he was like, fuck that, let's finish this fight. You know what I mean? And we don't care about how, because they were saying it's like, oh wow, his brother wants him to go. His brother really wants him to keep fighting. And they said that like 4 or 5 times. Like,
okay.
His brother really wants him to go fight. Did you not hear his brother? His brother was saying, let's finish this fight. So I could totally see that, and it was just bugging me, just because the fact that I'm just like Hispanic and I can understand, like, I know the broken English of this brother, and it's like you could see him too. And I had to go back and confirm by watching him, because when you hear stuff like that, as a guy, you know, I have brothers, your main thing is like, fuck, what a dickhead of a fucking brother.
Well, even if you put subtitles on and you read that,
yeah,
I would have read it like, he's saying go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and I mean, I totally get that. And he's just saying, we will finish the fight. But I went back and watched it, and you see his brother like look at him, he has a conversation, and immediately he's like, okay, let's end this fight here, which is what he wants to say, but he's saying, let's finish this fight now. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily let's go out and finish this last round.
You're freaking done.
And the reason why I think I'm so right on this is because the referee didn't miss a beat. It was like the guy said, no, we've finished this fight. And right as soon as he's like, all right, it's done.
Yeah.
So you could just tell that when you're there talking to the guy, his eyes and his hand language.
Yeah, it was like in a matter of 3 seconds total.
Yeah.
You know, he goes in there, says something, and then he's like, we finished this fight. And then looks at the ref, and then like the ref calls it.
Yeah.
It's that quick.
Yeah. And
so I agree with you. I think that's exactly what happened. Even though, like, when I first heard it, I interpreted it the same way as those guys did. But I mean,
I did too. I swear I did. I just stuck with me. I'm like, dude, that's kind of a douche move. You know, like, you want your brother to keep going even though he can't see. Like, he's just gonna get pummeled out there.
It's your body, not mine. Keep going. I got some money on this. Come on, bro.
And you could just hear the broken English, like the sound of an accent, you know. So it's like you just know he's probably not saying what you think he's saying. You got to listen to the hands too, because he's probably doing this thing.
Yeah,
like, we'll finish this fight. Let's stop this nonsense. But hey, maybe he'll fight now. Maybe now that his brother got his ass kicked, he'll be like, all right, you suck now. Let me at him.
White House lawn 251.
I just don't get that. I'm not calling the guy a bitch. Whatever decision I'd get, they had to make it situate. Like,
he clearly wasn't a bitch. I mean, I even said it the whole entire time. Like, I was rooting for the American. Oh
yeah. He wasn't a bitch at all, though. I agree. This guy,
that guy got.
I like the guy. I still like him as a fighter. It's like, damn, but that's tough to see. Yeah, you get your ass kicked, and it's like it's got to be damaging. Got to be something that leaves a scar.
Dude, the knee kick to his side at the end, I thought, like, gosh.
You know what I thought, dude? I thought
all of his ribs got broken right there, which they may have, because I don't know what the results of were at the end. But as soon as like the bell rang, he got right up and walked. He
wanted out.
I know that he was hurting, but he stood up as if like he didn't have broken ribs. Because, like, to me, I thought all of them were broken. I'd be like, you're going to be hunched over to one side.
Oh, man. Dude, I thought, as soon as that kick landed, I was like, dude, this motherfucker waited to the last possible second to get his revenge on that liver punch that he got in, like, the second round. Because he hit him hard in the liver. And he's fucking got him good. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to get you in the body.
I thought about that when I first saw it. I was just like, is that considered a cheap move? But I don't think so.
That's
like
not.
3 seconds left, you're still going.
Yeah.
So I don't think
that's a strike too that the judges fucking see as a powerful one. I think, right? You would think.
I mean, I don't know
That's
what the
damage.
rules are, and I don't know like the unspoken rules. Like, dude, there's like
I
3
don't know.
seconds left. You don't freaking hit a guy, and it's just
Yeah.
like, no. Like to me,
Yeah.
being just an observer,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a totally legit. Just like that's a perfect time to do that because his guard almost went down just for that split second,
Yeah.
and now you've got the upper hand, and he might be hurting. That was a really painful hit.
Yeah, it was. I don't think anybody thought it was cheap either.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying speaking for everybody. I'm just saying from the videos I've seen, like the reaction videos, like I feel like everybody's pretty like, oh man, he got his ass kicked.
And I don't think I've heard anybody say that there was like.
They're pretty stand-up guys too. Those guys. I think everybody around is like, no, they respect the game and they fight respectfully.
I'm trying to remember. One of them had like a low blow right into the nutsack. Oh, I think it was the Sugar Sean.
Oh, really?
I think there was a low blow and freaking drilled him in the nutsack, and
Ooh.
then they,
Yeah.
knocked gloves in respect, and just like, my bad, dude.
That's gonna hurt.
I don't know how those guys are able to turn it on and turn it off when it comes to like that
It's pretty
aggressive.
easy.
Oh no way, dude! Like when you're like, I don't know, in the mindset of like
Depends.
kill in a sense. And all of a sudden, a little buzzer goes off, and they're just like, "Okay, that's it." And just like, what? Like, I would think that
I think-
rage would be so hard to just be like, "Okay, for 5 seconds, I'll be okay over in my corner."
No, dude. I think it's such a fucking journey that you go into that cage and you fight because you're going in there. Both of you are in there for the same reason. Usually, it's to kill the other guy or to beat him, right? And so when you fucking go at him and you see this guy coming at you, there's just some sort of thing inside of a man that is just like, I fucking respect this guy. This guy's fucking taking what I throw at him. He's giving me
You can
some of it.
respect them, but
I think there's
I don't
something
think
that
you
happens.
shut it down that easy. Like I think that would piss you
It
off.
depends. I think it depends. I think if it was like a person that you trained with and you've seen with, they're respectful. I think it's so much easier. But if you get like a Sean Strickland and he's saying, you fucking beaner, you guys don't do anything but fucking cook coke or whatever that, whatever he would say, then okay, maybe if I were easily offended about that stuff, then yeah, it would be harder for me to be like, I can't turn this off. I really want to fucking hurt you. But I think it's like in basketball, I'm sure, or any other sport that you play, when we all have the same goal, and that's to beat the other team or the other person. So usually when you go up against somebody that's good and that you can tell that they play and you respect how they play and they play good, you don't go out there and be like, I fucking hate that guy. Usually. I know there's probably
I'm saying
times.
not that they hate them. I'm just saying like you have this killer instinct, and I can't imagine you just shutting it off for just go to your corner for 30 seconds and then come back and turn it back on.
Yeah.
Like there's been several times where the bell would ring and then both of those guys were about ready to sock, and then they just stop and they go. And I'll be like, how do you do that? How do you just shut it down for like that split second and be like, I'm gonna wait, mom's calling. You know what I mean? Like it's just like
I think it's something too where it's like it's fighting. I don't think anybody really wants to. I think you have those people that, yeah, you're right. It's like they just have that fucking dog and they just have that killer instinct and they can't shut it off. But I think the majority of people are like, I don't want to fucking I'm so glad I get paid after this, Like I'm done to get paid, bitches, so let's go. So because no one wants to fight, especially against a trained fighter. Everybody in there is fighting a trained guy. So it's like, let's just get this over with, I think for the most part. I know there's people.
Seemed like it was.
I think you're right. There's people that you just can't. There's nothing you can really do unless they get knocked out.
I mean, think about it again, using different references like Kobe Bryant with basketball. Like he didn't shut it off.
Yeah.
Like it didn't matter who he was playing against, and they could be buddies and stuff like that. But when it came game time, like he did not have like, buddy, we can make it,
Yeah.
like, I'm going to be competitive, but we're still friends. He's like, no, I'm going to kill you in a one-on-one game. And there is no shutting that off.
I don't think you can compare that though. I
feel like that's a good comparison.
No, it's the sports though. I think Kobe, if he was a fighter, I think it's harder for you to be like, I want to fucking kill. Because fighting is such a humbling thing, dude. That I mean, you can only be so good until someone better fucking kicks your ass. Then what are you gonna do? You know? And basketball, it's like, I mean, you can work and get better like Kobe always did, and you always had a set rules, whereas like it was always in between the lines here. Where in fighting, it's like you get violent and you can fucking choke a motherfucker, or you can fucking break his arm, and then he probably
or like
be as violent.
Into that, like let's say you got this freaking guy in a chokehold and he's about ready to go, and then that freaking bell goes off, and you're just like, bullshit. I think how do you stop that? I disagree. I think that I don't know how they do that, because I don't think that that's as easy as
I think
how people are saying.
What I think is you're picturing a different era, dude. You're picturing literally the gladiators. Probably these guys.
Maybe
this is a sport. All right. I don't think there's as many killers that are just fucking rabid and they just fucking, they're in the sport there because they just love the violence. I don't think there's many of those guys out there. I think most of them are pretty cognizant about this is a moneymaker. You know what I mean? I think, especially when you get to that level, you treat it more as a job, as a professional. It's not, I feel like those guys, because that, like I said, if you have that killer mentality, think about how short your career is going to be. Think about how many fights do you really have in the tank doing that?
I would almost argue the other way. If you had that mentality, you could probably last longer.
No, because you're in battle. If you have that mentality, you're sitting there ready to box and get hit.
No, I'm saying if you have that mentality, your objective is just to kill the person, not necessarily like...
They're not assassins.
Well, I'm not saying they're assassins.
They're just prize fighters. It's they're there.
Yeah, but
it's
you want to win.
A sword. It's like saying the fencing guy's, he's gonna chop a guy's head. He's just pointing. He's just gonna get a point, and then he stops. He goes back to his little fucking stance.
Not at all. No, I think it's. I disagree. I think that it's way harder to shut it off, but somehow these guys are able to do it. And if it is just based off of, I don't think that's it.
Look,
it can't be just based off of they're like, shit, just fun.
I'm right and you're wrong. Let me tell you why. I think it's because whenever you probably picture yourself fighting, you're thinking of I'm fucking mad when I'm fighting. You know, I'm only getting in a fight because I'm mad, right?
No, I'm getting into the fight to win. Like, I'm trying to put myself in their position. You don't have that killer mentality.
Then you don't have that killer mentality. That's what I'm saying. Most people are exactly like you.
That would be the same in the fight to win. Like, I'm not here to try and kill him, but I'm here to win.
Yeah, exactly. That's different. What you're saying is different things. Are they killer mentality or are they there to win? Those are two separate things when we're talking about fighting.
It's the same thing.
Not when we're talking about fighting. When you're talking about fighting, they're different things. Not one. Well, you can't be there to win and then also be there to kill. Those are two different things. You're either there to kill from the start, or you know it's a fight and you know it's a game and a competition, and you're there to win. I think there's a lot more in this file over here, this line, than there is in this.
I think it's essentially the same.
Like, it's not. How?
You don't obviously go into a fight with the expectations of losing. But if your objective is to go in there and win the game, regardless, like, I don't see how that's still a killer mentality.
Yeah, you just proved my point. I just said they're not the same. You're saying they're the same. You said that the killer mentality is the same as going in there to win.
But you're saying that they can shut off.
I'm saying if they truly have a killer mentality, if they truly do, I agree. You can't shut it. But I don't think there's many, even those guys that we taught, like we see that they have a big show, like Sean Strickland, like even Conor McGregor at that point when like the Russian guy, where you could leading up, you're like, holy fuck, they actually take this fucking serious. You know, they might not be able to control themselves. But then you actually see them fight and you're like, this was just to get views. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily that those guys have the killer mentality.
So they're a bunch of pussies then.
Pussies! I'll fuck them all up. And eating contest. Man, that's what I'm saying. I just don't think there's like, if this was like Wild Wild West, you know, or like the Roman Empire, and then you would have to have the killer mentality because, you know, then you die. These guys, they just lose. They get paid to lose, but they not as much if they win. So they obviously want to win. That's what I think. Ching. Kobe. Just got lawyered, son.
I still don't agree.
Ooh, you see my lawyered and raised me a stubborn motherfucker. I just don't think there's that many people that can really.
Then you're saying that there's none in the UFC. Then
yeah, UFC. I think it's less likely because those guys there's
none of them. They don't have anybody that's a killer mentality.
Maybe
in
they
your
do.
Opinion.
I think there might be one or two. I just don't know who. I don't know the whole roster. I think that there are people that exist like that. That even though they might have the instinct, do I think they'll actually kill somebody in there? No. But they might have to.
Okay.
They might have that
when
little.
I say
they might
killer
have that
mentality. I'm not saying they're actually going to go out and murder somebody.
They might have that little hesitation, like what you're saying is like how they just stop. They might not have that fucking. I can just stop. I hear I'm done. No, I agree. There's probably a few that are like that, but I don't think that's the majority. I think that's the minority in the UFC. If we're talking about like street fights, I mean, that's up a coin flip. I think there's a lot of crazy motherfuckers. You know,
we've had this conversation before plenty of times that like street fighting is just different breed because there is no stoppage of anything.
Dude, crazy. The spectrum of crazy that is out in the world is just so vast. So you just never know what you're getting into. And how
so do you think those guys would stop if they were in a street fight? If they had those guys in a freaking chokehold or whatever, you think they would stop?
Now that is an interesting question. So if these motherfuckers were like really pissed off and some guy just kept getting at them, I don't know.
Or like, let's say an arm bar.
I think a lot of them will.
If they had him in an arm bar and they could, they were just like, you fucking just crossed the line too many times. And
and
they just keep going and just keep going.
I feel like if you get enough brewskis in them, they'll be ready to kill, dude. Especially if you get like an annoying
Of course, then
guy.
again, it might
might
go through their head of just like, if I snap this guy's arm, then I'm in jail. It's all publicized. I'm getting sued.
Yeah.
They might have that mind.
And honestly,
thought that goes through them. Maybe they do. Maybe they all go through that, and that's why they all can stop because that they've been trained in a way. Just
about
like
the MMA,
you do this, you cannot do it outside.
Well, and also usually in MMA and all, and I feel like in most of them, I don't know, I'm not like a fucking expert. I think that in most martial arts, the mental aspect is such a big part of it too. So it's like you're also learning how to control yourself, not just fucking, attaching a bazooka on your gun and just fucking killing it. But you're actually like, okay, I'm learning how to do something, but I also know that it's not something like I can just put on anybody. I have to have a responsibility. I feel like a lot of that, like they probably do think that. They're like, I gotta be careful because I'm a weapon out here. You know what I mean?
I think legally they probably are considered.
They probably could get sued up the ass. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you get like a fucking fan and they fucking do some move and you're like, well, I'm suing you. They probably do. They get worse because they're trained. I don't know. That's a different question though, because it's not like in the octagon and it's not. So that's a harder one to stop yourself because no one's fucking watching. It's like you're in the street. You're drunk maybe, or someone's pissing you off. You just had a bad day or something, and it's easy for you. That's why I don't train. I keep you motherfuckers safe. All right, dude.
All right.
Happy 4th of July, baby.
Yeah, happy 4th of July to all of you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Hit that like and subscribe. Help us out.
Help us out. Give some more subscribers. Get some more views. Yeah, more stuff coming from us for sure.
But until next time, you have yourself an evening.
Do your bitch. Yeah.
Quit your bitching.